Online stalking. It scares parents and police. It has led some kids to secret meetings with strangers, and it has led men to prison. Today, a Walker man faced a judge convicted of Facebook stalking a girl and with keeping child porn on his computer. Target 8's Ken Kolker was in court and has the details tonight. Ken?
Sue, it started with a simple Facebook friend request from a stranger named Rose and with a victim who accepted it. As it turns out, Rose was really a 22-year-old Facebook stalker. His real name, Joseph Parent, a Grand Rapids Community College computer student. He had gone to the same high school as his target.
He used a female name to try to make them feel more comfortable with them. Then he starts using these and hacking into these accounts.
Parent used details on the victim's Facebook account to hack into her Yahoo email and to stalk her.
She was afraid that he would be outside watching her. She had no idea who this was.
The investigation into Parent started in May when the Kent County Sheriff's Department tracked his IP address. That led to his family's home in Walker and to his computer. And that's where detectives...
Them damn IPs, huh? Them damn IPs do it all the time.
Discovered 27,000 child porn images, still pictures, and videos, some involving infants. Today in court, Parent addressed the stalking.
I never meant to cause harm to her family, and I sincerely want to apologize for that.
But the judge sentenced him to nearly 2 years in prison and $5,000 in fines for
Char Willie in the house. Good seeing you.
computer crimes that included stalking and child porn.
That your perversion fosters conduct that destroys the innocence and threatens the health of children.
Yep. That's what happens. Y'all, we're going to keep it going, though. I'd like to thank everybody for this last-minute live stream. If you come through or catch it on the replay, it should be on all night and all day. So let me keep it going here. Here we go.
You're watching Fox 13, and the 10 o'clock news starts now.
Good evening and welcome tonight. I'm Mark Wilson.
And I'm Allie Corey. Thanks for being with us. First tonight at 10, it was a blatant breach of trust between a husband and a wife. One woman's husband was convicted of secretly recording his wife. posing as her and then sending the pictures and videos to other men on the internet. And tonight we're learning that he is
Now that's some kind of guy right there, huh?
accused of doing it again. Fox 13's Genevieve Curtis is in the newsroom tonight. And Genevieve, there's actually a new case out of Manatee County.
Yeah, Allie, detectives with the Manatee County Sheriff's Office arrested the estranged husband on Valentine's Day. He faces more than 24 charges related to video voyeurism. It's a case that combines catfishing and revenge porn. And his estranged wife is speaking out tonight. She tells me that she is sharing her painful story in the hopes that it can help someone else trust their intuition and advocate for themselves. Aaron Burton is in the Manatee County Jail facing more than 24 charges related to video voyeurism, stalking, and sexual cyber harassment. Court records show the case started with the Manatee County Sheriff's Office first receiving a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children regarding an adult trying to entice a child for sexual acts online. Detectives...
That's not cool. Not cool at all. Let's keep it going. Let's get to the good stuff. I'm just throwing that on there for a minute. Remember this guy?
I'm biracial and I'm proud.
This is by Angry Biracial, but we're gonna fast forward to the spot. If you want to get the full video, you have to go to his channel. I'm going to start it right about here. That's always good.
Drink some popcorn and let's dive right in.
Shot released for 25-year-old Hannah Cobb, facing felony involuntary manslaughter charges in the shooting death of 30-year-old Telvin Osborne. This after the community and social media erupted this week after no immediate arrest was made in this case. According to a Burke County incident report, deputies responded to Western Estates on 4 Points Road Sunday morning for a gunshot wound. At the home, they found 30-year-old Telvin Osborne shot in the upper chest. Deputies say the suspect, Hannah Cobb, called deputies and was applying pressure to the wound when they arrived. Cobb told deputies her and Osborne had been out all night and recently got home. Cobb told deputies in the report she was checking her firearm, as they do every night. That's when the gun went off, hitting Osborne. Cobb told deputies she thought the gun was on safe while checking it.
The case required a considerable amount of time and attention to detail, ensuring that there was a comprehensive inquiry, a thorough sifting of the evidence.
What do y'all think? You think they would say, she did it on purpose or not? I'm not going to say anything right now. I already know. Here we go.
We have filed appropriate charges.
According to Sheriff Alfonso Williams, there's been misinformation spread about the case, including the suspect cleaning the weapon when it went off.
At no point during the investigation was there any information about a person cleaning a weapon.
He did say alcohol was involved in the shooting, and they're not listing this as accidental. He also said there was an altercation with some, quote, pushing and shoving before the incident happened.
It is reckless.
So wait a minute. There was pushing and shoving before she accidentally shot him because she thought the gun was on safety. Yeah.
To go out and get drunk and then introduce a firearm into an argument.
I asked the sheriff if Cobb turned herself in or if deputies went to get her. The sheriff said they made arrangements with her to pick her up. Osborne's family tells us the 30-year-old worked out at Savannah Riverside, but often loved to fish, hunt, and raise animals. He was a father of two who they say loved his entire family.
You got to catch this part. Love to hunt, fish, and raise animals. Keep that in mind.
Old Hannah Cobb intentionally shot that man. When are these white women going to learn? You can't expect a man to love you who hates himself. And any man that bashes his own women, who says he'd rather sleep with a white dog, and he made sure he emphasized white dog than a black woman. He'd rather commit bestiality than sleep with a black woman. What type of man did you think you were getting? Any man who can say that?
Yep. same SBM, right?
Type of shit with his full chest publicly, knowing that he comes from a black woman, knowing that his sisters are black, his aunts are black, his grandmother is black. He can't love you. He doesn't even love himself. And I promise you, this piece of shit was beating on this woman. They came home drunk from a club. He got in her face, started pushing her and shoving her, threatening her. Something he has probably done time and time again. But this time, old Hannah Cobb wasn't having it. Her father is a fucking cop. She knew that she could off this self-hating Cain and essentially get away with it. And that's exactly what she did. She shot that man right in his chest. She did to this fucking sellout exactly what Harriet Tubman would have did to him. Shot his ass down like the dog that he claimed he wanted to lay with. You lay with dogs, you get shot like one. I have no sympathy.
Oh, man. Man, what in the heck? What? Wow, that's great. Let me keep that going.
For that piece of shit. And clearly their entire relationship was based upon a fetish. Her, like most white women, since the days of slavery, when white women were taking black male slaves behind the shed, have fetishized black males sexually. And that was it. And he, like most fucking Cains, that feel the need to bash black women as their excuse to sleep with white women, just fetishize a skin tone. They worship white flesh. When he looks in the mirror, he hates his fucking reflection. And the only way for self-hating sellouts like him to feel good about himself is to get with a white woman and tell all the white people around him, I ain't like the mother darkies, boss. I was a good one, boss. I would work all day and night, boss, to make sure
man. I mean, it's sad that it happened, but basically, it sounds like to me what biracial said. I mean, basically, the first thing is that I thought men were supposed to be leaders. If you're leading, you don't come home drunk and start playing with guns. And you don't tell your mate to do the same. So basically, yeah, this is going to be an interesting case. We might have to keep up with this, but I feel bad that he passed away like that. So I'm not going to say he deserved it or anything because, nobody deserves. Well, I don't know. I don't know what he was doing, really, quite honestly, be honest with you. But, anyway, let's keep it going. Here we go. Where's that at? Oh, this was interesting.
I want to talk about the sister Kendra G. She made a goddamn fool out of herself.
Today, I'm going to give a gift to Corey Holcomb.
Wait, before you do.
Corey Holcomb, you're going out sad,
wait.
You are going out sad, but this is my gift.
Okay. I think I got it. Wait, hold on. I think I got it. Okay. Anyway, this is the funny part. I mean, why does Corey appear to try to act like he's some respectable dude? If anything, he's not. Now, if you want to live a grungy life and then live a life of really disrespecting mostly women, misogynist life and everything like that, a life of really criticizing people who you have you really have no right to criticize because you're below them. Your whole, if you were really a top-notch comedian, you basically wouldn't have time to even talk about Kendra. Well, you would have more class too. So I'll let Kendra break it down for you. Here we go, Kendra. You can get a little bit in. Here we go.
To you because I know this is what you wanted. Because this is how you pay your bills, off of content from the internet. And it's just so sad because, we just had so so much high hopes from you. Like, you could have been in the list of Chicago comedian legends that came to LA and did big things. Look at Lil Rel. Oh, the career is just going up and up. Late night talk shows, movies. Deion Cole, Chicago legend, just hosted the Image Awards, countless TV shows, working with Oprah in movies. D-Ray Davis, oh, the resume is too long for me to even stay in this conversation. Countless TV shows, tours around the world. Then we have Corey Holcomb, a Chicago YouTuber. You could have stayed in Chicago for this shit. I mean, you didn't have to move to California to be a YouTuber, Corey. Now, I really thought long and hard before doing this video, because I know this is what you want, because this is how you pay your bills. And I know giving you attention indirectly helps you because it gives you content to talk about, but that's why I'm calling this video my gift to you. This will help you pay your mortgage next month, okay? Okay, let's get into it. Now, recently, Corey Holcomb tried to break down my Tamron Hall interview on his show, but he tried to slander my name on purpose, intentionally, by presenting the Tamron Hall interview I did in a wrong manner, okay? Tamron Hall personally invited me on her show to break down different dating trends.
What it is, Kendra, is he's jealous because you're making more of an impact in the community and online than he is. Basically, he thought, like you noted, he should have been up there with the other people. He's been in the game for at least 30 years. You know, shit. You know, I even know people that are in the game that are doing better than him, like Rodney Perry. You know, I know one of the writers from that write for Mr. Hart. So he's probably just, you know, another self-hating person whose only, what would you call it? His only skill is not having skill, but his only skill is insulting people. That's his only skill. So, yeah, let's keep it going. Here we go.
And different dating styles. Tamron Hall says at the top of the show, I'm gonna go to these two women, me and another young lady, to break down different dating trends and styles. Take a look.
Okay, so my team found 2025's most talked about dating trends and catchphrases. These ladies are going to break it down. I gave you some of them at the beginning of the show, so don't feel badly if you've never heard of them, because I had never heard of them either.
The first one that Tamron Hall does is called future proofing, and she asked me directly, Kendra G, to break it down. Take a listen.
And I didn't look them up because I want to know how you define them. Future proofing.
Yes.
Kendra.
Oh, you gotta have a job. You have to have an ambition that's gonna go somewhere for sure. I wanna see W-2 forms. I wanna see success records. I wanna meet your mama. I wanna know where you live. Is it in your name? And I'm talking from the woman's perspective.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't wanna make you be already made. I don't got clay. I'm not magic.
But guys don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with guys...
And they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know though.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Corey himself said he likes broke women because he can control them. Isn't that a classy guy? Isn't that classy? Let's keep it going. Here we go.
I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000, lashes is $300.
Okay,
you know, shoes is $1,000.
Are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that, yeah, that's real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like
Look,
this is what I do for myself. So
whether you like her, you know, Kendra's mindset or not, at least she's a little bit funny. She's just as funny as Holcomb, and Holcomb's supposed to be the comedian. And she's professional. So she gets her cues on right and everything like that. I mean, you can't say nothing. When you go on Corey Holcomb's, channel, if he's not insulting somebody, he's not interesting at all.
a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here? If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy.
M. Mills in the house. Good seeing you, M. Mills. I hope your night is going well. And Char Willie's in the house. I hope your night is going excellent. Here we go.
I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now, I'm not saying I agree with
wait a minute. This is getting spicy in here.
But I'm with you, Tamara, because I feel like I got my own money.
Don't back up now, kid.
Now, Corey Holcomb takes a portion of that interview and he intentionally makes edits to make it appear that I'm talking about myself, opposed to answering the question of what is future proofing. Take a look.
And that is what they call, you're about to see a perfect example of defamation. Here we go.
I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't care. It's too funny. I had to say something about it. I want to talk about the
Well,
sister
it's more funny
Kendra
than
G.
you are. It's more funny than you are because you ain't funny, bruh.
She's a girl who used to do radio in Chicago that I met on the radio in Chicago. And I think she really flopped when she went on this show with Tamron Hall. And I'm gonna just play the clip.
So what show have you been invited to? Bruh, I mean, really? You're supposed to be you're not even supposed to be in your studio right now. You're supposed to be somewhere performing. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm kind of like disappointed because I'm really deep into the comedy thing. I mean, believe it or not, that's when I really kind of started my DJ career went off because I was kind of like the Bay Area's version of Kid Capri, but you know, I wasn't Kid Capri. He's a little bit taller and lighter, but anyway, away from that. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that he was supposed back then. A lot of the comedians that were in the shows I was doing as a DJ, they surpassed this man. They surpassed him. They've been in movies and stuff. When was the last time he had been in any kind of meaningful movie? If at all. You know, that's how it goes. He's a jealous, angry, bitter man. That's all I see right now.
First, and let people watch. They might see what I'm talking about. So can we play that clip? All right, give it to me.
Just speaking because I heard you say
I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000, lashes is $300.
Okay, so
Man.
are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that, yeah.
I think he is,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
real high.
Yeah.
Real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree. Why, if you here? If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wig.
Wait, no, wait a
But they're
minute.
feeling like-
Wouldn't that make a woman masculine if she was doing all of that for herself? That's what I'm thinking. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now,
I just speaking because I heard.
Stop.
That's crazy.
She made a goddamn fool out of herself.
now, if you watch the interview back, you will see that there's a moment when Tamron says, well, why can't, the woman just pay for the wigs herself? I said, I agree with you, Tamron. What I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why? If you here? Well,
Oh,
in order for Corey...
see, a lot of people aren't hip to this defamation by edit, but it's I think it's going to bloom online soon. I mean, it's already, it's basically what it is. It's called deepfake. And we're going to start seeing a lot of it happen because there's a lot of people who think they're slick with it and can get away with it. But if you get these lawyers these days, oh man, they will tear you apart in the house at Natural Under Pressure.
To drive this narrative, he added that one key part out. I feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree. Why, if you here? If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
Because had he kept that in the interview, he would have revealed I was never talking about myself. Baby, I got enough money to take care of myself. I'm so thankful to God that I don't need no man to live the way that I want to live in this world. I am a blessed woman, okay? Very blessed and very grateful. I can buy my own wigs, my own lashes, my own shoes. I can do whatever I want to do and happy to do so. So to try to paint the narrative that I said a man has to do that to be in my presence is just a lie. Now here's another really funny moment because see, Corey.
I like that one. That was good. Actually, you hit that one right on the side. Here we go.
Holcomb thought the joke was on me. Whole time the joke is on you. Because there's also a moment in that interview when Tamara says, well, a man doesn't want a broke woman.
Don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with guys...
And they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know though. Some men...
Guys, I'm speaking...
And I said, well, I took a moment. Because actually, Corey, you came to mind. You are on record saying you only date women who are in poverty-stricken situations because you can control them. They can afford to leave you. You represent men who prey on women who are less fortunate. These are words that you have said out of your own mouth.
Curious to know this. You keep mentioning women in poverty. Why? Like, what's your admiration?
Well, I'm older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. So
here we go.
Women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who
can't
afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So
okay, let me pause this. The sad thing is a lot of men think like this. A lot of men. A lot of men think like this. That's why it just happens like that. That's how a lot of men think. They think, okay, well, let me see if I can just, find a less fortunate woman who's obviously, fine, and just literally using financial abuse against them.
Why? Like, what's your admiration?
Well, I'm older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. So women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time.
When you hear a man talk like this is a man who has no soul whatsoever, no heart, no warmth. He is he is not anyone who is looking for a cool person to be around.
And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, their children can get some...
Hold up, God damn.
Some outlet Jordans. Girls in poverty, because they have a deficiency. Poverty is a deficiency out here in America. I can fix your little deficiency if you do.
This is absolutely untrue. Maybe for a day or so, that's about it. What he does is he gives you the assumption he's going to fix your, deficiency. But he himself, he has a net worth of $1 million, which means that maybe he's got maybe 300,000 in his pocket. Maybe I might be wrong. He might not have shit.
What I want you to do. I think it's an even exchange.
Another moment from the Corey Holcomb interview I want to break down. This was the part that had me laughing the most. Now he proceeds to talk about my attraction level, and he says that Tamara Hall is a bad woman, and I agree. Tamara Hall is extremely beautiful, but I, on the other hand, am not as attractive.
I want to tell Kendra G something that she really needs to stop pretending about this as well. Tamara Hall is a bad.
Super bad.
Her problems ain't your problems. Kendra, if a motherfucker wake up arguing with you, you're gonna be like, get your monkey ass out my face. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Now that doesn't bother me. Man, you could call me a 0. It would not hurt my feelings, okay? You could call me a -5. I would not care because who's ever judging me, I don't want you back. So we have a match. You don't want me, I don't want you. But the reason why it's funny for Corey Holcomb to say that, Corey Holcomb is on record trying to holler at me for years. Years. I have receipts. I have public receipts. Actually,
That's what it is. I told you he was bitter. I told you this fool was bitter. That shows a level of shallowness that has not been achieved before. I mean, that's petty. That's everything. So, yep. I thought there was something weird.
Corey Holcomb was on my dating show trying to holler at me. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
But what's up with you?
I'm not available, Corey, but you and I are not a good. This
Oh, she got him good. Oh, man, she got him good. The tape never lies. The tape never lies. This is how unfortunately, he's the average dude out there.
Well, what you looking for?
I'm gonna invite you to my wedding, Corey.
I wouldn't go because I'll be trying to flirt with you when he go to bed.
Corey, you forgot about that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I gotta wait this out again. One of these years, I'm gonna get you.
One of these years. For a very long time.
I'll be tricking too.
You do?
I'm a trick. I see the struggle in them. That's what I chase strugglers.
All right, Corey Holcomb is hanging out with us.
I chase strugglers. Why would I chase a girl? Look, you got a job. You see how hard it is for me to get with you?
You got a job.
I've been trying to smash her since I saw her, but it just...
Never
Hey, yo.
All them radio girls, when they lose their radio job, I get them. 10 years from now.
Let me say something, Kendra. I have to give it to you. You roasted them better than I did. You roasted them good. That tape never lie. Tape never lie.
No, 10 years
You
from now.
belong to me.
Whatever.
Corey Holcomb in the studio, Chicago. We are coming right.
You know what? Let me break down the last interview I just played, because in that interview, Corey says out of his own mouth, he's been trying to have sex with me for years, but because I have a job, I won't go. But one day I'll lose my radio job and then I will belong to him. Well, let me talk about the facts. I didn't lose my radio job. I actually quit my radio job. That is when the Kendra G hate began from Corey. I've been hosting my dating show for 5 years. I just showed you Corey Holcomb was once on my show. No one cared. No one cared about my little old dating show when it was just on Instagram. But as I grew, the jealousy, the envy for my success grew. In the beginning of this, I said, this is my gift to Corey Holcomb, because I know in the end this really works in his favor, because he's only relevant when relevant people speak about him, which he knows how to make money off of content. So that's why this is your gift. But Corey, I just gotta be honest.
Merry Christmas, dude.
With you, I know you're the comedian, but you're also the joke. Only people who are miserable follow your page because misery loves company. Anybody with any sense, anybody with any merit, they are praying that their daughters never date a man like you. They are praying that their sons never grow up to be sad and a loser like you. You literally are the joke. And it's actually really sad. You could have been so much more successful, like a D-Ray, a Little Rel. Oh my God, Deion Cole, but you will never reach their heights. You are a YouTuber. The end. Listen, bonus content.
Oh, she got him good. She got him real good. As they say, As they say in those Westerns, you got them good. You got them real good. Let's keep it going. Wait. Let me pause that.
Hey. Hi, you ready, sir?
I want to pause that for a minute. Remember this dude here?
So I want to talk about the incident where you got into an altercation.
It was one guy who walked up to me as I was doing a lecture, and he was asking me questions. So I was answering his questions to the point of where he really had no pushback because I answered everything he said. So he ends it and says, you know what, I don't care, I don't give a. He said, I just don't like you talking about black women. I ain't gonna stand for it.
Okay.
And so at that point I said, you know what, I got something to do, you have a nice day. And as I turned around, he apparently punched me in the back of the head. I was this close from being killed. There was a guy about four rows of people behind me with a blade about this long, trying to inch closer to me to stab me, all over my words.
Wasn't that a little bit of a wake-up call? Like, you know, maybe I'm really starting to piss people off. Is your opinion really worth dying for?
If I was just some clown and the things I was saying was just clownish, you think people would be trying to kill me? You speak to me.
Let me play this. I don't know who.
Tommy Sotomayor is a grown-ass man. He's a grown-ass man. This man got to be in his mid-40s. Probably pushing 50.
Yeah.
This is something I expect from somebody in their early 20s trying to make a quick buck or something.
Yes. Men in the manosphere follow a porn star. You can't make this kind of stuff up. Just shows you what their mind is on. It's not on success. It's on getting sucked.
So other people, if they do something ratchet, I mean, it's sad. It's really sad when you got people like that. That's the hypocrisy is unbelievable.
And we don't know. Precious says, "Sir, by just dark and dusty." I mean, yep, that's him.
You got these girls from.
Yeah. So
you know what? You're right.
He's all suited up in one video, and then the next video, he's getting something. You know what I mean? So that's just basically the epitome of the manosphere. They want to be upstanding men, but they're not upstanding men. It's not in their DNA. They would have shamed him off of the manosphere a long time ago if they were. But no, they actually like what he does. They actually like that he gets it easy. They actually are fans of his. And that's why they're there. Sad but true. So let's go into an incel-ish kind of situation.
Hey. Hi, you ready, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Where are you calling me from?
I'm calling you from Vancouver, Canada.
Is that where you live? Are you visiting?
Well, yes. No, I moved here from Toronto.
From Toronto.
I was born in Toronto, so let me take off my hat.
What is your name? Is your name Jason?
Yeah, Jason. For sure.
Jason, and you're in Vancouver, Canada.
Yes.
Okay. How old are you, Jason?
I'm 47.
47. What you do for a living?
I run freedomacademy.com, PencePowerClub.com, Toronto Poets, and Dream Livers Club Incorporated. I'm a serial entrepreneur, ordained minister. I retired 2 years ago with $1 million exit, and I started freedomacademy.com. It's spelled P-H-R-E.
Hold on. Okay, we don't gotta spell out the website. Just tell me the occupation. What is your job?
Serial entrepreneur. Okay. I came here for a movie project. I wrote my first book in grade 5 about becoming prime minister, and I'm running next decade.
Okay, so you seem very accomplished.
That's why it's hard for me to find. She would be First Lady of Canada. So
why is it
not
hard
that
for
many-
you?
Because she would be like Michelle, but I didn't meet her in law school. I didn't go to law school. I am an entrepreneur. So I used to work at Microsoft, and essentially I was diagnosed with genius illness when I planned my career on one document in 1999. And I
Well,
retired
baby, here's
23
the
years
deal.
ago.
I'm probably talking to you within, I don't know,
If you do everything,
seconds.
you do nothing. If you do everything, you do nothing. He does.
And you led with all your accomplishments. So when you lead with that, you're going to get a woman that's going to focus on that first. So you can't lead with that and then call it a curse.
It is what it is. I am who I am. It's already, I have to recruit for my movie project, whether or not I lead with that or not. Like when I'm recruiting, you have to
But
understand.
baby, but hold on. We're not recruiting for your movie project. You're here to find a woman. Is that what you're here for?
No, my wife is going to be my co-founder. So, and she would be first lady. Like I'm a public figure. So it's like saying that when
he ain't that public. He ain't that public.
An example. It's like saying if Gabrielle Union was single, she should not lead with that she's a movie star. It's known.
Are you comparing your fame to Gabrielle Union?
I absolutely in Canada. I am accomplished in Canada. It doesn't matter. That's just an example.
Well, no, it's not a good example though, because Gabrielle Union, hold on, and I'm not taking away from your accomplishments, but Gabrielle Union is worldwide known. So
no, obviously not, but it's still an example. And maybe this is a genius. It's an example so that what I'm saying is, regardless of whether she said who she was or not, there are some people that might not have heard of her. But regardless of whether she says who she was or not, eventually the person will find out.
We all know we
So
don't know who the
eventually
heck you are. I mean, we just don't know who you are at all. I mean, I know other people in Canada. I ain't hearing nothing about you. What's going on? Tev's in the house. You know, I don't know who the heck this dude is. Tev is sitting there strolling like a mofo.
She will find out that I'm running for Prime Minister of Canada. So whether I lead with that or not, it's a role that most women don't want. And now you get attacked, even if you're the spouse of a politician.
Okay. Do you have any kids, Jason?
I'm waiting for marriage still.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
No, I'm waiting for marriage still.
Okay, I have to ask you the questions that I ask everyone, okay?
Sure.
So
sure.
Jason Vancouver, 47, what's your zodiac sign?
Well, I get virgin, so it's like
You're a virgin?
I'm a Taurus. I'm waiting for marriage to do the baby making thing. So like I used to be the senior male administrator of over 15,000 Christian singles in Worth the Wait. I don't call myself a V because I've done some other things, but I haven't had intercourse yet.
So you're 47, you've never had sex?
I haven't had intercourse yet. I'm specific with that for a reason.
Okay. So you never put your penis inside a woman?
Okay. Okay, I know what he's, yep. So he's done everything else, quite possibly with, but he just simply hasn't had, conventional,
Correct.
Okay. So Jason Vancouver, 47, serial entrepreneur, never married, no kids. He is a big deal. He has a public figure. So the woman he marries will have to be okay with that. So let's get to it. What kind of woman are you looking for?
Well, it's like ministry type plus really extroverted because like I travel. So my ex, I would say 2 and something years ago, I flew down to Georgia. So like I literally meet people all over the world. But that was my last date in Georgia, like January 2022. So I haven't gone on an in-person date, but I believe in virtual vetting. Like basically I would do video dating first before I fly like somewhere. So like I have a 1-year program that's like a basically.
He's on here trying to advertise. You can tell by Kendra's look, like you want. See, it's funny because these men always say, "Oh yeah, I don't need anything from a woman," but the next thing you know, they're on a show begging. You know what I mean? He's waiting till he's 80 years. He's waiting till he's 80 years old. Apparently, yep, pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna play a little bit more. We're gonna call it a night, everyone. Here we go.
Engagement counseling program. So I help people with making sure they don't. I'm something like you, except not that known, but I have a program.
You're not known at all.
To help people choose. So not like you, but I have a ministry it's a 1-year pre-engagement counseling program. And
let me stop right there for a second. Let me tell you something. And if you've noticed, it's always men that are begging to be on her show and begging to promote their products, whether it's Austin Holloman, whether it's Kevin Samuels, whether it's all of them dudes have been trying to get on Kendra's show. What was his name? Shoot. Mr. something. The Mr. Dude, the dude who But anyway, the young dude who called himself like a dating coach or something. They all are into that stuff. They're all begging on her show. Fellas, if you really want to see if diss black women, why would you go on a black women's show? Because you are beneath her. Otherwise, why would you go on her show? Begging for clicks and views. Mr. Let Himself Go, that's his name. Mr. Let Himself Go is on the show. And it's not going to stop. Unfortunately, Kendra's show it's not that she's trying to promote Red Pill or nothing like that, but the Red Pill guys like to come on there because they feel like they can get their lick in on women by, I'm over here to date, I'm over here to date, and the next thing you know, they're dissing women in the chat or dissing women in general. That's their plan, So that's basically what's going on. But everybody, thanks for dropping in. This is DJ Torch. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out of here.